we are going to discuss a new topic, recursion. The last section we discussed function, different types of function, parameter passing, all things related to function. So today we are going to discuss recursion. So these are the topics we have to cover from the chapter recursion. Simple algorithms with recursion, print a message for our sum of first n natural numbers, factorial, Fibonacci number, recursion on arrays, binary search. So as per our syllabus, these are the topics we have to cover. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss what is recursion, what are the conditions for implementing recursion, program to print a message for our, and factorial using recursion. So what is recursion? It is a programming technique in which a function calls itself either directly or indirectly. A function called itself, that is very, very important. It is a programming technique in which a function calls itself either directly or indirectly. Here one example is given, recfun. For example, this is a function name. So in this function definition, two statements are there, print I and recfun I plus 1. Here one parameter is passing. So inside the function definition, same function is calling. That is why it is written in which function calls itself either directly or indirectly. Here this rec function is calling that particular function directly. So it is a recursive function. It is a programming technique in which a function calls itself either directly or indirectly. Simple example, def A. A is a function. Inside that function, we are writing the function call. Same function is calling inside the function body. Function A is called itself from its own function body. This type of function is called recursive function. So there are two types of recursion. We can write the recursive function in two ways, direct recursion or indirect recursion. Direct recursion means if a function calls itself directly from its function body, then it is called direct recursion. Def A, here A is called by, again, or inside that function body of A, we are writing the function call. Function call means again calling the same function. Then it is called direct recursion. Indirect recursion means if a function calls another function which calls its caller function. For example, def A, here the function, in the function definition of A, we are calling function B. Again in the function B, we are calling A. So indirectly, the function A is calling the function A again and again. That's why it is called indirect recursion. Okay. In the function body of A, B is calling, and in the function body of B, again A is calling. That is indirectly A is calling the function A. That is why it is called indirect recursion. So now we can see one example, program to print a message for our. Message for our means infinitely we are displaying on message. Here one function is defined, def message print good morning message, and again here one function call. So how this execution going on? First execute def message, identifies it is a function header or function definition, so it will not execute the statement following the function header, so directly goes to the next top level statement. Here message function call is there. So after executing this message function call, it directly goes to the function definition. So print good morning. Again what that same function is called message. Again coming here, print good morning. So this will print forever because there is no end condition. So this is an infinite loop. We can tell it as it is an infinite one. So it displays message till the memory will be over. Okay, so here the message function is calling again and again. In the same function, we are calling the same function again and again. This is called recursion. So one thing you have to keep in mind while creating a program using recursion. If you are writing or including recursion in your program, you have to include two parts, base case and recursive case. Recursive procedure must have at least two parts, base case and recursive case. Base case means stopping case. In the previous example, we are not writing any stopping case, so it will run forever. So if you are writing a program including recursion, so you must have to include base case and recursive case. Base case means stopping condition and recursive case means inductive case. That is the same function call we are calling, that is recursive case. So how will you write the base case? The base case means the case in which the result is known or computed without any recursive call. Without using any recursive call, we can directly compute the result or we can know the result of that case. That is called base case. So there must be at least one base criteria or condition. When such condition is met, the function stops calling itself. So when you are writing a program with recursive function, at least include one base condition. Otherwise, the program will run forever. Recursive case means the case in which function call itself. That is the recursive case. So two cases, base case and recursive case. So next we are going to discuss the program factorial using recursion. We studied to write the program normally without using function, studied how to create a program using function. Now we are writing factorial program using recursion. So basically what we are doing is first divide the big recursion basically divides the big problem into small problem and up to the point where it can be solved easily. So here we are going to calculate the factorial of 5. For example, suppose we are going to calculate the factorial of 5. What we are doing is divide 5 as 5 into factorial of 4. This is also same, 5 into factorial of 4. Then how can you find the factorial of 4? We can find 4 into factorial of 3. Similarly, up to factorial 1, we are calculating like this. Then what we are going, factorial 1 can be solved without calculation because factorial 1 is 1. So we will get the value of factorial 1 as 1. Then again what we are doing, each function we executed in reverse order, calculating in reverse order. That way we are doing in recursion. So I will show the program related to recursion. Def factorial x, here the function is defined. If x equal to 1, return 1. That means if you are entering the value 1, then corresponding its function, its value is 1. Just return the value. Otherwise, we are calculating the factorial. Return x star factorial of x minus 1. So this program is finding the factorial of 5. So first start the execution. Here identify it is a function. So it execute. Then next statement we f equal to factorial of 5. So it is a function call. This 5 is passed to x. Checking the condition if x equal to 1. Here the condition is false. It execute the else part. Return x into factorial of x minus 1. Here inside the factorial function, the factorial function is calling. That is why it is called recursive function. So here x into factorial of x minus 1. X into x here means 5. 5 into factorial of 4. Again the value here passing here is 4. Again checking x equal to 1. No. So again executing the else condition. Return x into factorial of x minus 1. Now in this iteration the value of x, in this case the value of x is 4. So already 5 is there, 4 into factorial of 3. Next case 5 into 4 into 3 into factorial of 2. Till factorial 1 this is repeating. Then what we are doing, factorial of 1. Factorial of 1, again calling this x equal to 1. So directly returns the value 1. Okay, so calculating 2 into 1, the value is 2. Again, calculating in reverse order, 3 into 2, 6. Then 6 into 4, 24. Then 24 into 5, 120. So here x equal to 1 is the base case and factorial of x minus 1. Here we are defining the recursive case. So this is our recursive case. X equal to 1 is the base case and this one is the base case and factorial of x minus 1 is the recursive case. Then finally return the value 120 that is stored in F, display the value. This is the step-by-step execution of factorial. First execute the first line, identify it's a function, definition, directly goes to the sixth line. Okay, so x values are assigned to 5. Then going here again executing x equal to 1. Not all steps are given, only important steps are shown here. Return x star factorial of 4. So again another one local environment is created and x equal to 4. Here also not values, not calculating. Then again executing, x value is 4. Again now change it to x value equal to 3. Return x into factorial of 3. So here again x value is changed to 3. Again new local environment is created. This create up to x equal to 1. When x equal to 1, it will return the value 1. Okay, that value is returned to return statement in the previous case. So this value is returned to previous case, that is we again calculating in the reverse order. So this function get that value, then again that value after calculating return to x function called. So it will be 6, again it will be 24, then it will be 120. Then that value is passed to or returned to the function called factorial 5. Okay, that value is stored in F, printing the value. This way the recursive functions are executing. I think you will be clear about the concept. A function that called again and again, called itself again and again, then it is called recursive function, and it includes mainly two cases, base case and recursive case. Thank you.